tubatangira muno kuhuliriza iraka lya Bunyoro kuruga kuno mu Diaspora.
Hello, welcome, most welcome to Iraka. Good evening and thank you so much for tuning in. This is Iraka lya Bunyoro om Diaspora, the voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora, and it is Caroline Ajuna Chibuka Ateny, the host of this amazing show. We are going to come back after me introducing you and introducing the show and welcoming you. We are going to go and list and play for you an amazing song from Bunyoro, and this is called Bunyoro Bunyoro, and all the copyrights is reserved to the composers of the song. Mutyo muno akazina kabasemeze nitujja kuba ntugaruka back again.
Mukanwa kasina tukusina We come back to the song, right? The mouse, man, the mouse. Again.
Are you singing it live?
Okay. You are on air. Go.
Hello, mwebale muno kugaruka, sorry, tugarukire muno kuba muno buke kionka. This is Iraka lya Bunyoro in the diaspora, and it is Caroline Ajuna Ateny Kibuka Omutoorokati. Nitugenda garuka ntubaterera yakazina kake hanyuma nitujja kuba ntugaruka back again on air. Mutyo muno akazina kabanyumire.
No, just continue talking because I have to prepare. I have to drag the song into. Keep talking. Voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora Mbagambire is sponsored by Bunyoro Kitara Development Association UK and Rise Up Community Inclusion. Kandi ninyenda n'okubajukia mukake nti Voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora will be presented in two languages or three. This is English and Runyoro. Runyoro, the language that is spoken by the people who come from Bunyoro, and Bunyoro is found in the western part of Uganda. And today we are having our guest. As you know, last week we were unable to go ahead with the show, so we brought back our friend, our sister, our great friend from the Toro Kingdom. So today we'll also be using Rutoro. Rutoro is the language spoken by people from Toro Kingdom, and Toro Kingdom is also found in the western part of Uganda. We are near each other, so do not confuse the two kingdoms, but we are near each other, and we are all in the western part of Uganda. Hati nkobumba gambire. Today we have this opportunity to have this lady come back again. Kionka tutakatandikire show yaitu ninyenda kuijuka abo bona abafereirwe abo Ruganda rwabwe nganjani, and I just want to send our sincere condolences to all those who have lost their beloved ones during the course of the week. Kandi mukama ahumuze emibiri abagenzi bona batwaire. May God rest those people who have departed, give them internal rest. Topic yaitu ya kirokinu is going to be, I'm just going to remind you, is going to be shared stories. Can share stories zinu. We are going to be focusing on extending motherly love, and our amazing guest today is a very lovely lady, a mother, kind, with a kind heart, and you'll soon know why I'm describing her like this. We hope that the shared stories will help motivate, encourage, learn, or help us to move to get to our dreams, as well as we listen to those who are sharing their stories on Hairaka lya Bunyoro in the diaspora. Hati, without wasting a lot of time, allow me to invite this amazing lady. The song has disappeared, but we will soon play it again if we happen to get it. Just allow me to introduce or welcome this amazing lady, and she will be able to tell you who she is. Naija kuba nabagambira obugambo buko bukumukwataho, abagambire nambera aruga, ibara lye, ebyakora mu buli kiro. Then from there we will start discussing our topic tonight. Adieri, webale muno kuikiriza kuija kuba hamnaitwe hanu kiro kinu, kututekamu ekitiinisa, itwa Hairaka lya Bunyoro in the diaspora, for giving us that opportunity and to honor our invitation to come and be her voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora. Webale muno Adieri, kandi ninyenda oyebazeho abantu bakumanye. Otyo muno Adieri.
Ninyenda kubanza kusima nyina Hairaka lya Bunyoro kutuha omukutu gunu kiro kinu. Amabara gange ninyewe Karunga Adieri Rwabyomere Omutoorokati ndi muhara wa Fred Mabiho Rwabyomere nowe ekitiinisa Joan Kakima Nyakatura Amoti Rwabyomere Omutoorokati. Nyina muhara wange Abwoli Owemigisha Rwabyomere mwana w'obwisiki n'emyaka 3 nibye byange.
I think I'm sure people are tuning in. I'm just looking at my Facebook to see whether we're actually being listened to, but I can see people are there. Webale muno kwebazaho kutugambira kikioli. That is a very amazing background about yourself. Kionkato tugambire na obuzarwa otugambire Ruganda rwa ukanta ruhulire kiro kino.
Kankubaliza tenyi ndi Musumbakati.
Musumbakati, okay, banganyire mbaita kihulire kurunga Omusumbakati. Webale muno Adieri. Hati, briefly tell us about what your journey after having a worry was like, and then we will, as you tell us about the journey, we'll continue with more questions that I will be coming up with to ask you. Otiomuno Awoli.
Webala tenyi. Mbeni mbasaba munyikirize kubaza mu rujungu. My pregnancy and after having a worry was a very difficult and trying time for myself. I went from being an able-bodied individual to needing full-time care, and that was for an extended period of time. I had support both from medical, statutory, and friends and family, and with that, I was able to lead my day-to-day life and look after Wally. Without that support, I don't think we would be where we are today, and for that, I am entirely grateful. And with my experience as a family, we choose to pay it forward. And since having a Wally, we have looked after at least one child every year. I've not done this solely on my own, but with the support of family, friends, and a particular group of ladies that I went to school with in Namagunga. We currently this year are supporting a family with a son called Elijah, 3-year-old Elijah. And today I would like to focus my story or sharing about Elijah and his family.
Thank God that Awoli is there and she's a happy girl. She must be making you happy. But before we start talking about Elijah, I just want to let our viewers know that we are going to be sharing the pictures of this young boy Elijah. Some of them might be upsetting to watch, but please bear with us. And I want to let you know that we have got consent from the parents of Elijah to share the pictures to fulfill the purpose of this show. Hati, without a little announcement about Elijah's pictures, Aboli ni nkusaba continuing telling us about Elijah's story as brief as you can, so that people really understand why we are here today to make a campaign for Elijah, and why are we talking about this story of Elijah, and why has it become part of your shared stories. Of course, Otugambiroho, your pregnancy, what you went through, and now you have a little girl, Awoli. I've seen her online. She's a very lovely girl, and I bet the same applies to Elijah's mom. So we want you to tell us what exactly is wrong with Elijah, so that we can then start, people can know more about Elijah.
Elijah was born in August 2017, and his parents noticed that he was not putting on weight and he kept on getting worse. He was not able to meet some of his developmental milestones at that point. They sought medical help in Kampala, where they live, and Elijah was initially misdiagnosed with a failure to thrive. On further investigation, Elijah was diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which is a heart condition, and his parents went on to raise money to get Elijah to India to have heart surgery. Yes, ma'am. Just hold on. Sorry. Yes, I would. Munganyire abuli abenanyetaga. Back to Elijah. Once Elijah was diagnosed and they discovered that he needed surgery, open heart surgery, his parents, through fundraising, support of friends and family, raised money to take him to India, where Elijah had open heart surgery. If I be more specific, it was a spectromyectomy that he had in January 2019. Surgery was successful, and you can see in some of the pictures, you notice that Elijah's put on a bit of weight. So that was the period following surgery. On returning to Uganda in March 2019, Elijah suffered from a stroke, and when he was taken to hospital, it was then discovered that he had a bleed on the brain. That stroke has left Elijah partially paralyzed on the right side, and he suffers with seizures on a daily basis. He's also been diagnosed with epilepsy. Fast forward to today, 4 weeks ago, Rose, Elijah's mother, reached out to us asking for support so she could take her son to hospital as he was at a point of crisis. I reached out to Rose a few days later and asked her for an update, at which point she informed me that as a family, they'd been struggling to financially provide for Elijah's medical needs, get his medication, and pay for his therapy. Elijah has had instances where he's had to miss his medication, not by choice, but simply because the parents can't afford to get him all of his medication. Without his medication, Elijah continues to have these seizures, and the only way to control them and improve the quality of his life is to ensure that he can have his medication and get support and therapy to enable him to meet his developmental needs. That is Elijah's story in summary.
You've told us you do this work, you picked on Elijah this year, and you've been doing this for... Is this your second year or your first time? Yeah, to look after.
No.
Elijah has been the first child you've looked after.
No, we started in 2018, and we've had family each year. So in 2018, we had one child. 2019, a family of three children and 2 adults. And last year, we supported an orphanage in Entebbe, but the main reason for contacting that orphanage was about a particular little girl. We then found out she was living at the orphanage, so we then found ways to support the children at the orphanage as well.
Doing amazing work, you and your colleagues. As you're telling us, you've supported, musapotingira abantu baingi, abana baingi. Now you've told us you started in 2018. You looked after one child, then you went and looked after supported an orphanage. Are there any other organizations or charities or NGOs, private companies, name it, that you have contacted to see if they could give you support, especially for Elijah right now? I don't know how you've done the past, how you've gone through and getting money raised for the other projects you've done, but today we are focusing on Elijah. Have you contacted any other organizations, charities, NGOs, to see if they can actually support Elijah?
In Elijah's case, we have contacted a friend I spoke to recommended the Cure Hospital in Mbale. Have been in touch with them, and the parents are deciding whether that is a suitable option for them as a family. We have also contacted the Hypertrophic Cardiomyopathy Association in the United States, and they have come on board and are willing to do whatever they can to support Elijah. We're also open to any recommendations. So if anybody can signpost us anywhere, please do.
Tuhuliriza nkomuhulira dieri atugambire the different companies that they have contacted. They've contacted us saying, what is it again in the US?
The Hypertrophic Cardiomyopathy Association.
Amazing, and they are really happy to support. They have contacted the Mbale, one of some hospital in Mbale, and if you know any other person who you think or organization that you know that can support Elijah and the parents, please do let us know, and we'll push on pass on this information to Adieri, or Adieri herself will be giving us her contacts before the end of the show, so you can actually tell her or tell the group, how the colleagues and herself, the people she can contact to help Elijah out. How would you like our viewers, now this is another question which is coming through because I've already asked you about the organizations, and I just want you to tell our viewers or any person who will come across this video, our recorded video, that how they can help you move forward Elijah's cause, or tell people about Elijah or support Elijah.
In Rutoro we say okugaba kw'omugisa nekukira okuhabwa, which if I translate is giving is more of a blessing than being given. My request to those who are watching is, if you can, please do donate. We would like to request you to post the GoFundMe page on your social media accounts, on your WhatsApp profiles, your statuses if you can. So not only include friends, family, but also your colleagues. I've had a friend contact me yesterday evening, and she's offered to take on, there's a challenge that's been going around for different charities where you walk 10,000 steps a day for the month of March and people sponsor you. She's decided to do that for Elijah instead of doing it for her chosen charity. So that is what we would like to.
Again, the challenge, a challenge for step.
You do 10,000 steps a day.
Yes.
For the month of March. So we would like to request you to do the above that I've listed, but also anybody who has information that they can share. As you're aware, for children with disabilities and long-term illnesses, you require a multiple disciplinary team to support you as a family. So anybody that can suggest signpost us to organizations that would be able to support the family, we welcome it.
Is amazing. So abakutuuliriza inywena abali, is this, I think this is it worldwide, the 10,000 steps in the month of March? Is it something that everyone can do across, because I can imagine it is the challenge. I don't know where it is, whether it's only in the UK or it's across the globe, and because I want to call upon our viewers to do the same so that we can see that Elijah is supported and given the support that we really want him to get. He's a 3-year-old boy, for crying out loud. He needs a life ahead of him. He needs to grow. The parents need some time to see their own child grow and be happy as well. So how do people do this 10,000 challenge in math? I personally would love to do it. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to encourage you to do it because it helps with your own health. You get your steps in as well. You can get people to sponsor you, so you can document who has sponsored you and how much they've given. That could be as simple as keeping a spreadsheet or writing it on a piece of paper. You would then, either at the end of your month, collect what has been donated, and you have the option to either send that money direct to Rose via mobile money, or you can put it on the GoFundMe page. It would be great to know how many people have taken on the challenge and how much money we've raised through that challenge in particular as well.
Somewhere on your Facebook page so that people will get to know the steps on what they are meant to be doing, because I'm sure they won't understand everything here today. But if you put all that on your Facebook page, and we'll probably post it together with this video, and then we'll get to join into the challenge. Hata wo adie Okwisano a little much interested in supporting, doing this kind of charity, I would call it charity work, or I don't know how to call it. How were you, of course, otugambire when you got your baby, Aboli, that's when you got motivated to do this. How about your friends? Why did they decide to join you to start helping out these kind of children like Elijah, the orphanage that you are? What motivates all of you? Because this is shared stories. We want people to know, of course, for you, you have your own reason. What about your other colleagues?
Most of my friends are mothers. Some of them are not. So I guess there's, that motherly feeling that when you empathetically think of your own child being ill, and what you'd go through with a child being ill, even if it's just a common cold. But also, we've been blessed as a group of friends, family, we've been blessed, and the best way to do it is to bless others. And that's what most of my friends say, because I go to them time and time again. As I say, each year since 2018, I've been going, and I keep going to the same people. It'd be great to widen that circle.
Yes.
But they still come up time and time again and give. They give their time, they give their money. Some of them spend time away from their children over the weekend. For example, last year we had some mothers who took, not last year because we had the pandemic, but the year before, we had mothers who took their children with them to see their children at the orphanage. So for us, it's a way of giving back and supporting those who are not as fortunate as we are.
You, and I believe, I personally, I like doing this Voice of Bunyoro because I get to come in touch with people like you with kind hearts who are ready to sacrifice their time and do things for others. So I am really very privileged to be able to speak to you today, and I would have loved to know the whole group behind this whole campaign, but unfortunately we can't invite everyone, but really send our greetings and our appreciation to all those who are working with you. How would you like our viewers or any person who comes, or I asked you that question already. So I just wanted you, I was going back to the same question because I'm very intrigued with the support I need really. My focus today is to make sure that Elijah is supported and as many people can hear this campaign, the better for us. We are now gone to about half an hour. We are going to go off for a little break. And we are going to be coming back. We hope to be playing for our viewers the song called Ekirale, meaning legacy, because I believe you are trying to create your own legacy. And in Rutoro bakutugamba kirale kiwe ekyogenda kureka enyuma oborabo genzere. So we are all looking to do our own legacy, and this is an amazing song from one of our great brothers, Moses Kigambo, who is from Engabo za Toro. I hope you will be able to hear this amazing song, and we'll be returning after the commercial break. Mutyo muno abanyoro n'abanyorokati n'abatorokati and all our viewers today. Munyumirwe Ekirale song.
Abantu bakimanyire, foka manzo tule kitweka bazama zima tule kube kutero tasura kwe jimira okawe ekerezi hanga kwenuli siri zangu bakuheba hasa kukabembe hunguno semeza abantu yombeke sengudo runde chombe kuba kwitukege sakira abantu enkura kura nate moru enda bakukura kirale kirale ekirale ekirale chawe miraha uburo kirale bina zibubi nige sapoli fano hera ekirale kirale ekirale chomwe bembezi wawe ekirale chatoro chikaburanka hamwe mukombe ekirale bagenzi bange busaho kintu kibinko kuba mwebembezi mbakweka wekitinisa okaruga mu ntebeki otaine kirale barakwitukiraho kamukwebembera kwawe ekirale kyeka yanyu ekirale kyekika kyanyu ekirale ky'oruganda rwawe kiraha mugenzi wange kyekaguli oruganda orutaine ekirale kurahire ruba rucweki ihanga litafire yokombeka ekirale bantu inye ligoromoka ekirale 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 kyawe kiraha uburo ekirale bwina zibubi negimanyi sapoli fano hera ekirale 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 ekyomwe bembezi wawe ekirale kyatoro kikaburanka hamwe kwe mutumbe ekirale ekirale kyawe kiraha otaine yombeka ekirale abana bawe n'abayijukuru ekibalisangaho nensi ekakimanyi nda yawe kigambo kanyenyigire mu kirale ekyokuzina ninyiri ky'abantu munuka okombeka ekirale nyina okunira nti bundi bantaroho kigambo balikinyejukiraho kandi mwetabani wa kijuma omukika kiri nadikahwa bana banyamwenge kaswa abasita bambale ekirale 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 kyawe kiraha uburo ekirale bwina zibubi negimanyi sapoli fano ekirale 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 kyomwe bembezi wawe ekirale kyatoro kikaburanka hamwe kwe mutumbe ekirale 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 kyawe kiraha uburo ekirale bwina zibubi negimanyi sapoli fano ekirale 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 kyomwe bembezi wawe ekirale kyatoro kikaburanka hamwe kwe mutumbe ekirale 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 kyawe kiraha kikaburanka hale mukire tumbeke ekirale.
Welcome back from the break. Nikiekyo Ekirale by Moses Kigambo. Copyrights are real and reserved to Moses Kigambo. Kandi kanihire kizina kibasemeize kandi mwatunga na message yakyo. The meaning behind this song is very, very important, and please can we all start working on our legacy, that is Ekirale nka Moses Kigambo nkobwazinire. Just to before we continue with the program, I just want to acknowledge a few people who are on the who have joined us. I know many of you have, but if I don't mention your name, please do not get angry or upset with me. Ninyenda kusima muno Evangelist Amot Kabalega, thank you so much for being part of this show, and thank you for having opened this great series of shared stories. You still remember your story here at Iraka ya Bunyoro Diaspora. amazing. Thank you so much, Rita Isingoma. Chiwewa John, thank you very much. Chiwewa John says, Elijah, we believe progress for you and provision. Amen. Caroline Birunji, thank you so much for tuning in. And you're always supporting us. We really appreciate that. Alisa Tenyi, Mama Zara, nawe tasigaire nawaimukiremu. We really thank you so much, Atenyi, for the continuous support. And kandi nawe nasima muno Adieri, webale emirimo eyokukora. Peter Kaseta is also appreciating. This is one of our committee members on the BKDA, and he's an amazing man. He really loves Bunyoro, and Bunyoro is at heart. Na habwekyo tinja kubamarayo inywena kyonka tusemereirwe mwebale kutujoininga kandi mwebale kuha moral our sister from Toro Kingdom to come and listen to her shared stories, and especially right now when she's looking for support for baby Elijah in Uganda, 3 years of age. Little boy needing support, needing our help, needing our love. And please, I call upon all of you who are listening tonight hati ninyenda tugenda kuolekiaho right now a short video from Elijah's mom, and that is Rose. Rose speaking to you, speaking to me, speaking to everyone who will be watching this amazing show today or days to come. Utiomuno ka audio ka Rose, Elijah's mom.
Hello, I'm Elijah's mom, and this here is Elijah. We're here to say thank you so much, all our supporters out there. Everyone supporting Elijah, everyone contributing on GoFundMe, people praying with us, people praying for Elijah. We thank you so much. We are so grateful. Please keep supporting, keep sharing the GoFundMe page, keep sharing on social media. Let's get Elijah the support he needs, the therapy, the medication. Please keep sharing and supporting. We are so grateful. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Inywena abanyoro, abatoro, abanyorokati na aba friends of Bunyoro muhulire Elijah's mom na yabaza wenka na saba obuyambi, requesting for support from all of you. Please, let's go ahead and support this family. They are in Uganda, and for those of you who are joining us today who do not know where Uganda is in East Africa, and we are the ones who are near the equator, or the equator crosses our country, a very amazing country. And please do support us. Do call upon everyone to support this little boy Elijah. We need really to get medical attention for him, and Adieri is here to tell us more about it. Hati kombagambire muhulire that video from Elijah's mom. Adieri, are you with me? Yes.
I am.
Tell our viewers or any person who will be watching this show. Elijah's mom has just given her video. She has given her appeal. I know there are so many people you've been approaching, charities you've been approaching, organizations. I just want you to tell us the challenges that you face or you've been facing while seeking for support from people or organizations.
I would like to start by saying when we approach individuals or organizations during this difficult time, we're not being insensitive. We are aware of how difficult the last year and a half has been for everyone, but we still hope and pray that with the little we each give, we'll be able to give Elijah a good quality of life, or a better quality of life for the time he has with his family. Some of the main issues that have come across, I have people asking me of what political affiliation Elijah's parents are. And my response to that is Elijah, a 3-year-old, has no political affiliation. I would like to say to everyone, regardless of which party you support at home, if someone is in need and you're able to, please extend that help and support to others. The other
So excuse me, so when people say a political affiliation, what are they trying to say to you? You're looking for support for a 3-year-old person and someone is really asking you what political affiliation, like, are you talking about NUP? Are you talking about NRM? What are they talking about when they say that to you?
I'll just give an example. I've had someone state to me that if his parents supported movement or the NRM party, then they didn't see a reason why they should give to Elijah's cause because his parents voted for NRM at the last election. And if, for example, had they voted for either FDC or NUP, then they'd have given towards the cause. I have challenged that and I've left it with those individuals to then reflect and think about whether they should or not support Elijah.
Who knows, how can someone know that Elijah's parent has gone out and voted for some particular party? This is very inhuman for someone to actually ask such a question when you're looking for support for a 3-year-old child. We really need the world and stop being very political in every situation they find to be political, because this is a 3-year-old. He does not even know what is happening. He doesn't even know who the president of Uganda is. He has no clue or will be. So it's really challenging, and I can really understand how you felt when such a person spoke to you like that. Very sorry for it. So go on. I'm very beaten and I can't understand it. But yeah, I'll leave you to go ahead with the story because you're the one telling us the story, not me. Yeah.
The other challenge we've come across is I have people who refer to what tribe Elijah is, and I respond with, I don't know. And regardless of what tribe Elijah, we continue to offer support to Elijah, regardless of whether it's from the west, or the north, or central Uganda.
Just to clear the air, for people might also still have the same question. How comes Elijah? Do you have any relation with Elijah? Do you know Elijah in any way? I wasn't bothered whether I couldn't even care less from which tribe he was from, because I know this is a voice of Bunyoro, but this is a young boy, whether from Gulu or from Busoga, where I studied. I love talking about Busoga, whether from Kabale, whether from central Buganda, it didn't matter to me at that time. It was about Elijah, a little boy, 3 years of age, and some lady who I do not know, because I didn't know you very well, but has approached me to come and share her story and tell us what she's doing for this lady. I was so privileged and honored for you to having actually come to me. So, do you know this child? Are you related at any by chance, or you just don't know the child? Because people would probably think, oh, she knows him, she knows the mother. Probably that's the reason why she's campaigning for him.
No, I didn't know Elijah till 2018 when his story was shared with me. On asking who Elijah's parents were, I then found out that Elijah's mother, Rose, is a niece to my stepmother, Init Kaijuka. So that would be the relationship, if at all. Rose and I have never met. I've not met Elijah. But yet again, I'd like to out there, it's not about Rose or Elijah having a relation to myself or to the group of ladies that we work with. it is about a 3-year-old that needs our support. And we would do the same for any other 3-year-old that was of no relation to ourselves.
Upon every person out there who is watching us tonight, it doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter whether you're a Bunyoro, whether you're a Mutoro, whether you're a Mchiga, whether you're an Acholi, or you're from Busoga, or you're from Iteso. To start campaigning for a child and coming and using the social media platforms like Voice of Bunyoro is entirely the reason why we are on air today, is to support people of this kind. So I totally understand where when Adieri, you come up and tell us that this was a challenge for you when someone asked you which tribe was Elijah. And I really want tribalism when it comes to supporting other people, whether a person is young or old or what, but if they need, for example, today, we were having in Uganda right now, people have been campaigning. I don't know Adiero Ravoki Huliroho. They are campaigning for some lady called Evelyn Lungude or something. She's a celebrity who needs urgent care. And you know what? People have raised millions and millions of money for just going and doing washing cars. All the celebrities in Uganda have participated. And regardless where they were coming from, the lady, no one knows where she comes from, but they all came and washed cars, and they were all giving millions and millions of money to this lady because she needs treatment, she needs urgent care. So I call upon everyone who has this issue of tribalism, please, to stop it. If we are looking for support, to support anyone, tomorrow it's me, tomorrow it will be someone else. Just as late Philip Bongo Retire, bless him, he sang, today it's me, tomorrow is someone else. You never know who you will be tomorrow. You might be in the same situation like Elijah. Sorry, I'm not preaching, but I needed people to know this tribalism thing doesn't work. It does not work. So what message, so you have, you've told us about the challenges. Are those all the challenges? Your only challenges, tribalism, political affiliation? What is there any other challenge you've come across while looking for support for Elijah, or any other business you've done, projects?
Well, the other thing I think, as you can see, there's a theme with what my challenges have been, as things that I find struggle with. I'll point out, as a society, as a whole, even us as individuals, you find that there's a lot of stigma and stereotyping when it comes to people with disabilities, mainly children with disabilities in our communities. Some of these children are voiceless. Some of these parents are voiceless. Some people have got to points in their lives where they've lost their friends, they do not have support from their families. And I would like to say to all, if we were more accepting of these disabilities or health conditions that people have ended up with, maybe we would reach out more to these individuals, would be able to speak freely amongst our communities and raise awareness, but also maybe would have more support out there, would have more organizations reaching out to these people who do need the support. I refer to them as those that are silently forgotten. And there's a big number of people out there in Uganda. The other challenge we have experienced is being able to do our own work to confirm that the families who we've been informed about are genuine, they're genuine stories, that these are the lives that the families and the children are living, but also to know that the support that is being given is being used appropriately and for what it's been requested for. That has been one of the challenges come across. And I call to those who do experience the same challenge to not be distraught, to not give up and to continue giving, because there's so many people out there who do use the support you give for what it's given for.
All Ugandans are corrupt, or you will send this money and the money will not reach. But I mean, as you say, there are those who are genuinely using the money that has been given to them for the cause that it has been asked for. So let us not use excuses of being, oh, Ugandans are thieves, or Ugandans are corrupt, and we don't do our side, our bit. Give the money and let God, let someone other person be judged, but you've done your bit. That's how I look at it. You've given your bit. If someone misuses the money, it's not your problem. So I encourage, as you've encouraged people, to please not give up. We have all these challenges, and I'm glad that you're here to tell other people who are doing the same things the challenges that you're facing as you're looking for the support. So how do people want, if anyone wants to join you or to join your group, your colleagues, and to do these nice causes that you're doing across the country, regardless of tribalism, regardless of which party I am in, I am putting on blue, doesn't matter why I'm putting on blue. So so how do people join your group if they want to be with you, to move the same, to be on the same journey with you?
You can contact me directly about Facebook.
Give us your number and your Facebook page.
My Facebook, Karunga Rwabyomere, and my phone number is 519-786-202. I'm more than happy if you're contacting me for the cause of Elijah or to support other children and families. Please do reach out. Yeah, those would be the best ways to get in touch with me.
Telling us your number, there was a little bit of a quiet bit. I think the network is not really very stable. As you know, internet is not, we can't do much about it. Could you just repeat your number for us and your Facebook page so that people really know how to contact you?
She says it slowly.
Facebook.
And say it slowly, don't, so that people can write. Yeah.
Facebook, and my name's Karunga Rwabyomere, and my phone number is 07-519-786-202.
So I hope that people are now positive. We are not going to get any poor negative vibes coming to you when we seek for support. I just want you to let us know how people can reach out to Elijah's parents, how they can send their support to little Elijah, and talk about the campaign of whatever you're doing, how people can get to you or get the support to Elijah. I believe after talking about these few challenges, people are going to change. They're going to be more positive to people asking for support to help people who need our support.
With regards to support for Elijah, you can either send mobile money to Rose, Elijah's mother. I believe the numbers are available on the screen or will be included in the comments. You can also use the GoFundMe page. Carol, did you say something?
Number on the screen. I just want you to say it to our viewers, because someone was asking in the chat whether how they can contact or send money, mobile money to Uganda. And I think that's the only way they can do it, send it direct to Rose, Elijah's mom.
I'll read the numbers out. So it's Rose Twino Mugisha.
Rose Twino Mugisha, yes.
And the phone number is 070 2555 680. And that's Airtel. For MTN, the phone number is 078 290 7282.
Amazing.
So my colleague, Raleigh, who is with me in the studio, I think has picked up those numbers and he will be putting them in the chat. So whoever wants to know these numbers to send Rose, Elijah's mom, any support, you can go back to our recorded video, which will be on our page, which is Voice Show Media UK, and it will also be on my personal page, Carol Chiwuka, and it will also be on our guests' Facebook. So you will have to get all this information. Whatever, where it will also be on Bunyoro Kitara Development UK Facebook and website. So whoever wants to contact will go on those pages and get these numbers right. Hati Adieri, tell us more sources of more ways of how you're getting Elijah. I know you have the GoFund page. Tell us about the GoFund page so people know what to do and they can be able to support you by going on the GoFund and where they can find the GoFund page for Elijah.
The GoFundMe page is called Elijah's Medical Fund. I believe we're able to put a link to that in the comments. Anybody that doesn't have that, if you just write in the comments box, I'm happy to send you a response with a link to the GoFundMe page. You can go into that page and donate directly. You also have the option to share that page, and we would like to request for you to keep sharing that page. The target amount on that page is £5,000. If we smash that target and get more, then that would be amazing, because then we know we've left the family with even more funds to support them on this journey, which is a long journey.
Amazing. So we all know how to get the GoFund. If you go to all the Facebook pages that we have talked about, especially the Voice Show Media UK, we will have that GoFund put there. You can click on it and read the medical problem that Elijah has got. Deary has explained it briefly. It has so many medical terminologies. Some of us who do not have the science brain cannot even mention the words. But please go on the GoFund page, which will be posted on our Facebook page, Voice Show Media UK, and read about the whole story about Elijah, what is required, what he's suffering from, and what is actually happening to him right now. Hati Adieri, what would you like to leave? I'm sure we are about to come to the end of this show. We are about to come to the end of this show. I want you to tell our viewers, those listening today, those watching, and those who will listen in a few days or watch it in the coming days, your last word about life. You're a lady, I would call you a humanitarian lady who gives hope to others, but you refused that title. I just want you to tell our people, our viewers, something that they will take out from this show tonight, from your shared story tonight, and they will go say, wow, Melissa Rwabyomere Adieri Omutoorokati bino nibyali badizege her Voice of Bunyoro.
I would like to say to all of you to be kind. Be kind, give to the next person. If you're driving home and you come across a mother selling bananas on the street in Kampala, if you've got change in your pocket, give it to her and leave her with the bananas to sell to the next person. So be kind. Please pray for Elijah and his family. Share, donate, and let's try and get this young man a better quality of life. I'd like to end by saying mwebale muno, mwebale mnonga, mwebale nyo, oshe, ailama noinoi, and the last one was apoyo mateke. Thank you. God
amazing, bless. Amazing. Languages, how many? I said we were going to use 3. We have ended up using I don't know how many. You forgot the Swahili, but it could be nice if you could add the Swahili as well.
so that people know.
Asante.
Asante sana. Muzima. I will not say much because I do not want to go wrong. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for appreciating all our viewers. And I'm going also to do my bit. After hearing your story, I am not going to say a lot because people have really commented. People are so angry. There is Judith Migirwa. She says, wow. How can people be that sensitive? Amoti Bigira, Judith, thank you so much. I know it's not right. But yeah, political affiliation, really, I think we are going too far. Yes, we are going too far. And someone also appreciates Bigira's comment. And we want to stop this habit. We are all one people, regardless of which political affiliation we are, regardless of which tribe we are, regardless of which religion we are all one people, and we are all from one country, and we are all Ugandans, and we will always remain Ugandans. Of course, we are here promoting Bunyoro because we love Bunyoro. It is our nation, but doesn't mean that we segregate. That's why today I've been able to invite our sister Adieri to come and talk to us on the Voice of Bunyoro. This is Voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora, but Adieri na Rugatoro. Orutoro turubalize, buli kimu kyona tukibalize. Our viewers and supporters, please give as little, as much as you can to this young child, Elijah, who needs our support. She's just too little. He has no clue what the world is like out there. The mom carries him from one place to another. We need to support him. Every child deserves a right to live. So Elijah needs our support. You can see his you can see his sibling, really happy to be with his brother. We need to support this family. I would want to appreciate Adieri, Melissa Rwabyomere Adieri. Thank you so much for sparing your time to come and share your story with us, how you have extended your motherly love across the globe, especially to the Ugandans that you've worked with, the children in homes, in orphanage. Thank you for that kind heart, and please continue doing your cause. Your colleagues, send our appreciation to them. We really appreciate. And I also want to thank Elijah's mom and father for the support that they are giving to Elijah, the sibling. Please send our love to them. Tell them we love them here at the Voice of Bunyoro, and we will do our best to continue campaigning for Elijah, and we hope Elijah will be given the love that he requires. Nebyo ebigambo bike ebimbalize. I just want to say this: we are about to end this show. Ninyenda kubaijukya inywena that this, unless you have anything else that you've forgotten to tell our viewers, I can see you're still smiling, you seem to still want to be talking. If there is anything you want, please go ahead and say it right now before I conclude, or else we'll be leaving the shows very soon.
I believe Rose and Dennis are watching. So anybody who has a message for them, please feel free to drop it in the comments. They will read those as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adieri. Webale muno kuikiriza kuija kuba hamu naitwe hana Iraka lya Bunyoro in the diaspora kutuwe kitinisa waija wabazaho ebigambo bike byotugambire okanihirora agaruka kubaza again about more of your projects with us, because we are really wanting to support the community. We want to support our people in Uganda, and we also want to support our sister kingdom Toro, as we also support our own people in Bunyoro. Just to remind our viewers today that next week we'll be returning back again with another amazing guest. Please do not forget to tune in 6:30 same time, and we will be coming with another topic, which I'm not sure yet, but we will let you know, and you look out for our flyers. I also want to thank everyone for tuning in, listening, watching, and have a lovely week. Good night and stay safe. and Iraka lya Bunyoro Diaspora, supported by Bunyoro Kitara Development Association and Rise Up Inclusion Community. And this is Iraka lya Bunyoro Caroline Ajuna Kibuka Atenyi Mukama Alinde. Turarurangana next week. Mutyo muno mwebale kutuninga in. Bye for now.
Kumba mumba tirwe Yesu tinye wa masiko tinye mereza mutima awo kubandira Orio mumikono ya Yesu tajira tapia kando mubumu liramu amarwa rukundo iwe ori Oyo mumikono ya Yesu tajia tapia kando mubumu liramu amarwa rukundo
mwebale muno kuhuliriza Iraka lya Bunyoro kuruga mu Diaspora. Until next time, mwikale kurungi.